What's up guys, it's me Jack and today we are in Transport Fever 2. Not Transport Fever, oh my god, I just said the whole wrong topic. We're in Nimby Rail, so today we are going to finish off the Poppleton sort of semicircle line. So we're just going to continue on to York from Nesborough, which is where we did last time. So we need to first of all find our stations in Google Maps, and yeah, we're just going to plot them. So yes, last time we went sort of the first half of the line, from Leeds sort of past Harrogate to Nesborough. Now we're just going to do the second half, going through like Marston Moor. We're going to pass this Marston Moor area and into York. So, and also at this point, this is a point where you end up having to get out of York as well. So, and I'm pretty sure that might be the line that does it. So I think the first thing I might do is actually do the other side of the entire thing. So one of them platforms is obviously going to go down to Scarborough. A couple of them is obviously going to go down to Newcastle. But I think I might just focus on one line, and since this is a sort of circular to York, I can definitely terminate in the same exact platform. But first of all, I am just going to leave myself out of York. So, right, let's just do a bit of a funny curve. Alright, okay, there we go, and then we're just going to link this. Okay, so I think that would follow along, because that line's probably only going to go for that branch. And then while I think the other two, I'm going to check if this is a 4-track the whole way, like until the junction. I think it might be. So it is kind of like, it is roughly still a bit 2-track like, so actually it is going to be 2 tracks until I think, well, obviously until that main line comes in. So we need to basically now, okay, let's just undo what we just did. We're just going to use this platform for this bit here. Now that is sort of the avoid York line here. This is kind of the avoid area. So I'm going to do a branch out. So we've got like this is the which way is the express line? That's for commuters, this is express. So what I'll have to do is add a bit of a crossover junction right there. Do a bit of a crossover junction there, and then kind of go for so here, if it were there, I would have to do it like this first. Oops, wait, no, crap, no, undo here. Oh yeah, it's 2-track, actually, no, I forgot what I said. So we need to go round. I don't know if it's 4-track or 2-track around York. It's also 2 tracks, so, and then until we join up at this point, this is going to be 4 tracks. So we've did that, and now we're just going to keep going on our line. We're just going to branch, we're going to join this up, and then this will go on. It's going to go on here, and then this is going to be the branch line, and then we're just going to, so that's why I made that crossover, because obviously I'm going to use this bit of line here to go down this way. And we're just going to do that. So this goes on at 4 tracks, I believe, and then so this is it here. So if I go out to Scarborough, I will actually no, I need to do this bit here first. So I'm gonna link that up. I need to link this up, and then to do Scarborough, I would do a bit of a thing right there, and this is going to be. It seems a bit weird to have the longest platform though for Scarborough though. It's a little bit odd, so I'll join this up as well. So this platform will also do 4 TPEs that go down to Scarborough via Malton and Seymour and just up to Scarborough. So yeah, this is where that's going. I'm going to do a bit of the line here that goes up to Scarborough, goes a bit on a bridge, and then we'll pass some residential zones, northeastern areas of York, until we head out to the countryside. So there we go. So we sort of did a bit of our going out part of York. Should we do the same here? Or is this going to just be a proper service platform? At this point I probably won't. I might just keep it like that. So yeah, I don't know what to do with this platform. If there's any routes that go to York and it's like, so if it's 200, there's a chance I might do it some kind of express service. So yeah, I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do, but alright. I might, or I could do, so instead of maybe doing Leeds, I could do a York to maybe Southampton line. So this is going to be a custom line, like a messing around line, because obviously, like, this, I don't want this to be too realistic. Like, most of it should be realistic, but not too much. Like, for example, this line, like, I don't think there's not even a Leeds to Lincoln line via here. That's not realistic. And we don't have a Leeds to Nottingham via Morthorpe line, so we already got a few unrealistic lines onto the game. So yes, this is kind of a good sign. So yeah, we've got all of our branches out, and yeah, I think we're fully ready to go. And this is our junction here that goes all the way down to Poppleton. So we're going to actually start from York, so and then we'll eventually join up at Nesborough. So go look for the line that goes to Burley via Harrogate, Burley Park via Harrogate, or it's Poppleton via, and then it'll be Poppleton via Harrogate as well, I think, or York via Poppleton. So Poppleton station then is, like, I don't know why it says that, like Burley Park via Harrogate. I think that should be Leeds via Harrogate, because Burley Park is literally the first station just out of Leeds in that circular line. So we just need to, okay, again, we just need to stop at Poppleton. So, right, let's get our tracks out. How long is this station? I think that's a decent length for a decent station. It's just a bit like, it's like there. There we go, Poppleton, and then it will be Hamerton. Hamerton's our next station. Kirkhamerton. So, Kirkhamerton, let's see. Right, it should be somewhere near there. Has to be there somewhere. Is this it, or is that it? I actually don't know what I'm doing. I think it is this turn here, so there we go, and then it will be Cattle's next station. This is probably a very empty countryside station, and it probably doesn't need to exist, but okay. We need to go for a straight road here, and that's it. Cattle. Southview Catterick. Cattle. It's nowhere near. This probably should just be village stations. The full-on village stations. And then it's straight to Nesborough. So I only got 3 extra stations. So yeah, we just need to sort of just do that, I guess. But I just wonder how I'm actually going to do it. Because there's a bit of a, I might get a bit lost in this line. Because it's a little bit just off track, you know. Like you might not be able to, like I might not be able to fully understand this. So yeah, and then I'm just gonna configure the way the stations are. So Poppleton, it's going to probably stay as it is and go down to 100 people. Okay, so for these stations, I'm actually gonna keep it as it is, and 100 and 100. They're going to be the same because they are in the middle of nowhere. So Nesborough, we've already done that. So we just need to link this up. So yeah, this line will go will be the East Coast Main Line, continuing to Newcastle and all that to Edinburgh. It's going to be such a long way to go. Like, it's going to take forever to absolutely go anywhere like this. So we're just going to keep going down this track here. Right, straight to Poppleton. There we go, and then our next station is... Well, let's keep going here. Right, I'm gonna keep it going, passing all this, and I believe this is where it's gonna lead me to get to Cattle, after Kirk Hamilton, wherever the heck. Yeah, I'm a bit lost out of here. Okay, I'm just gonna cross the bridge, I guess. This is definitely not gonna work the way it does. You know, that's probably not gonna be 100% perfect, but it might be just alright, I would say. It could be perfect, I'm not gonna lie. May not be the worst in the world. That looks a teeny bit off, but okay. So just need to just follow along this bit here. It's quite a straight bit here. Southview Cattery, and then this is going to be the most confusing part of the entire line. So, right, okay. I think we'd need a bit more help here. Oh, I forgot to rename our stations. Crap. Alright, so I need to rename this to Poppleton. Poppleton, there we go. And then this is Hamilton. You don't need to Kirk Hamilton, it's just Hamilton on its own. For some reason, it should be called, I think it should be renamed to Kirk Hamilton. That should be oh my god, that should be Cattery. That just cattle. I think it's cattle. Cattle. There we go, and that is it. So we need to just keep going on this line. Right. So there's already a bit of a clue here. This is following along a forest, so that means there should be a track here. Like if the forest is like chopped up like that, probably means this is meant to be a railway line here. I'm gonna kind of go from the other end of Nesborough. Is this a tunnel on Nesborough? I think it might be. It should be. Yeah, it's a bit of a tunnel through town a little bit. And then we just need to go round like this, and then we need to follow along this bit here. It's quite a long trackway here. It's a hell of a long track. Oh, wait, there's already a clue there. I believe that should be a curve here. I think I've already found a bit of a clue. So, yeah, that's definitely going from here. And then it's a bit of a straight bit here. Man, that is so freaking bad. What the hell? Oops, wait. Okay, let's try that again. This is probably not a proper replica of it. Oh, heck. It's a straight bridge. Okay, I need to redo this bit here. This is not right. Okay. Okay, this is not proper. This is not proper at all. And then you just cross that. Where's the point you cross at? I think it's there you cross. You cross here. And then you end up at the station. What the heck? I can't even tell what I'm doing. Right, it's cattle. And then it crosses. Like it should mean that it's crossing like here. Okay, this is super odd. I find this on me. I might have to use this. I might have to use that bit here. Let's use this to kind of keep it straight. That should probably be a viaduct, I would believe, maybe. Yeah. Well, at this point, it probably is a bridge. It is roughly like that curve, so actually, that might not be too inaccurate. Shouldn't be inaccurate, that. Not too inaccurate there. And then we just need to kind of go around like that. It does work a bit of a curve like more like that than like what we did before. It's not meant to be like, yeah, that was wrong then. That was going wrong. Right, okay, let's keep going there. Then you just do a bit of a curve round. Go for a curve, okay. Oh, wait, okay, I need to go for a bit of a crossing. And then end. Right, so that should be good. I think we've finished. So I'm going to build the blueprint, and this might be that might probably be the shortest Nimby episode I'll probably ever seen. But yeah, yeah, that was not a very long line, not many stations, and it was quite a way to York via Wetherby. Wetherby isn't even a real place in station stuff. I don't think Wetherby has a station, does it? I doubt it. No, it doesn't turns out Wetherby doesn't have a railway station. So, right, we just need to signal the entire line. We need to monitor it. So, from Knaresborough, we're just going to go like this. Right, cattle, and then you keep going down to Hamilton. This is surprisingly not a long line, but it is actually long, you know. But it's like going to Leeds to York. Like it is. Like it basically is Leeds to York. Just a little bit over, like, but you don't go up in that curve here. Like that's a bit that feels long in the York line. Right, Poppleton, there we go. And then we'll just keep going down to here. Like that. I'm gonna do that bit of diversion first. Then you do a signal there. A signal there. Signal there. Signal there. Yeah, that's wild. At this point, I should remove this bit of track because I think that bit's useless. That part's useless because it can obviously now use this. Right, the LNER is lost now. What the heck? I believe in the. The line is lost. Right, but go on that bit of crossover. Right, okay, let me redo the bit here. So York leads. Well, let me just remove York for a second. So station begins at York. So platform 4 that can definitely use. How do I move this up? Right, up. So York's first, and then it goes down this way. And then, right, okay. York, and then you go here. You use this, and then to go to Leeds to York, you just do it like. Yeah, this is not useless at all. This is actually useful. This is very useful. Right, okay, there we go. We did a bit of modification. Now we just need to add our line. So we need, actually no, we need to just expand our line. That's the only thing we need to do. So I need to just rename the line. So Leeds to York via Harrogate. That's basically what I should add. York via Harrogate. To RK and then brackets. What's my Harrogate symbol? Wait, what's my Harrogate symbol? It is HRGE. HRGE. Release York via HRGE. Okay, I'm gonna keep it the same price, and yeah, let me actually check if stations are full though. Turns maybe a little bit, they're not too bad though. So what I need to do is expand from basically. I need to expand from. I need to go from Nesborough. Starbeck, Nesborough, and then it'll be Cattle, there we go, and then Hamilton, Poppleton, and York. Right, I need to terminate here. Let's go back again. Hamilton, Poppleton, Hamilton, Cattle, Nesborough. So I need to adjust Nesborough here. So delete from Starbeck, you need to go here, and then from Hampton Cattle, and then you go down to that platform. There we go, that's perfect. Perfect! And then it goes Starbeck and on all them other stations. Perfect. So, Burley Park, Headingley, Horsforth, Wheaton, Panel, Hornbeam Park, Harrogate, North Starbeck, Nesborough, Cattle, Hamilton, Poppleton, York, Poppleton, Hamilton, Cattle, Nesborough, Starbeck, Harrogate, Hornbeam Park, Panel, Wheaton, Horsforth, Headingley, and Burley Park. Perfect. Now I just need to just do this. We need to wait until, and say how good or bad this is. Like, it probably won't be bad because it is. Most of them are like villages and stuff, not like huge ass cities. So I don't think it should be too bad. It shouldn't be horrible, I don't think. It takes a lot of adjusting, but I think we will be fine. We're gonna be good here. Right, okay. Shire Oaks, okay. Shire Oaks, I don't think we can ever properly fix you. Like, I don't know why this happens, but again, Shire Oaks, what's wrong with you? Like, I don't always get what's wrong with you. I just don't understand the Shire Oaks. Walk links. This is so weird. I don't actually get why that just happens. Like it started with Kiverton and now Shyrox is the main problem. Alright, at this point, we're just gonna do our final result here, and then we're just gonna end the video after. I don't think they should call the domino effect. It should be probably alright, I would say. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so Redwood, low level, and Gyrox are still in a bit of issues right now. But I don't get it. Like, the station. Oh gosh, right. Why is it like this right now? Okay, like, why the hell is Gyrox have tons of problems? Right, let me actually check on the other line. So, Sheffield to Nottingham. Sheffield to Nottingham. Right, okay, so how many trains does this have? I think we might need way more price changes in this. We might need this amount, I would say, maybe. Or maybe 0.0.02. I think this would be good. And maybe add a few more trains for the line. So, Sheffield to... There's already tons of trains from Sheffield to Nottingham. There's already tons of trains here, which is not good. Really isn't good. What the hell? Yeah, that's not good. But anyways, we're just going to call out all of our stations, so let's get started. Lead 1 to 6, Doncaster, Sheffield. Lead 7 to 10, York, Wakefield, Westgate, Newark, Northgate, Wakefield, Kirkgate, Nottingham, Derby, Bradford Interchange, Chesterfield, Huddersfield, Harrogate, Lincoln, Halifax, Mirfield, Barnsley Interchange, Pontefract, Monkhill, Rotherham Central, Horsforth, Bradford Foster Square, Gainsborough Lee Road, Deaton, Dewsbury, Meadowhall 3 and 4, Woodhouse, Meadowhall 1 and 2, Shipley, Langley Mill, Goole, Retford, Lowell, High Level, Mansfield, Swinton, Sutton Parkway, Morthorpe, Castleford, Darnell, Bentley, Covington Bridge, Mansfield, Woodhouse, York, Worksop, Adwick, Dronfield, Headingley, Highcombe, Chapeltown, Mexborough, Knaresborough, Clorisgate, Normanton, Fitzwilliam, Bulwell, Morley, Alfreton, Brighouse, Hucknall, Thornorth, Conisborough. I think I need to rename Conisborough because it's actually not Conisborough, it's Conisborough. I've always made that mistake with boroughs and boroughs. It's so weird. Conisborough, I think that's how you say it. Conisborough, there's that. Darton, Poppleton, Batley, Long Eaton, Goldthorpe, Ilkeston, Elsica, Outwood, Hadfield, Stainforth, Featherstone, Starbeck, Kirkby and Ashfield, Lower Moor, Bolton upon Dearne, Garth, Belper, Perrelly Bridge. This is like massively in the way of literally everything. Woodlesford, Ravensthorpe, Swanscore, Saddle and Agmeric. This is so badly done. Sandal, Agbrake, Saxelby, New Pudsey, East Garforth, South Elmsall, Penistone, Spondon, Bramley, Beeston, Friskenhall, Duffield, Burley Park, Lockwood, Pontefract, Tanshelf, Dodder, Wonwell, Cresswell, Shirebrook, Langwith, Whaley Falls, Glassooton, Cottingley, Pannell, Attenborough, Hornbeam Park, Shepley, Micklefield, Sniff, Denby Dale, Rawcliffe, Kirstle Forge, Street House, Whitley Bridge, Whitwell, Headingley, Cattle, Collingham, Newstead, Silkson Common, Wheaton, Church Fenton, Berry Brow, Kirk Sandal, Ullerskelf, Hamilton, Brockholt, Kiverton Park, Swinderby, Henshaw, Honley, Stocksmore, Dawn, Totley, Shipley, Rutherford Low Level, and Shyrock. So this is all of our stations called out. I still don't get like what's going on with Shyrock. So I think what I must do maybe is just turn it down 100%. Turn it down. Like I might have to just do it. Like might have to be harsh on the station, but it's just not good, you know. Like, I don't want to make it high. It's just not necessary, you know. Shyrox is not meant to be this high. And it looks like we're getting more positivity out of this. We're actually getting way more positivity than negativity since we turned that down. I think it's best if we did do that though. So it's just like gradually increasing. Shirebrook is not a huge problem. Shirebrook's a problem. Okay. Shirebrook should be still alright though. Maybe I should just turn it up a little bit. That's maybe what I should just do. But yeah, maybe what I had to do was just like clear things up for Shirebrook, because obviously it was way too big of a station, and apparently this is still going badly. This is still going quite badly here. Like, how? 242. This is super weird, and this is probably because passengers get dropped off, but they do get on. So what I might have to do here is increase the capacity. I might have to increase it to like 400 or something. Maybe that's what I have to do, because obviously of transfers and stuff. But if I have too many trains on a line, that's maybe what it is. I might have too many trains. So Sheffield, right, I might have to do something here. Lincoln. So I think what I must do is reduce the amount of trains in a certain line. So Sheffield to Nottingham, I might have to reduce you by about 2. I might have to reduce 2 here, and then get Nottingham to Lincoln. I need to get Nottingham to Lincoln line, and I might have to reduce that. But this one's actually fine because there's only 2 of them. And then that obviously doesn't require us to have so many problems. So turn this down a bit. Like, I think transfers are just too quick. That's probably why Shirebrook's are a bit just bad, you know. Like, it's not meant to work like that. 226 already. It just doesn't make much sense, does it? So if I check out our line to Leeds to Lincoln, I need to check that one out. So that is kind of a problem. So I might have to set this higher. Well, Shirebrook is kind of it's problematic for some reason, because obviously I kind of can get why, but there is good points, because if you go to Shirebrook, you can catch another train down to Nottingham or Mansfield. I kind of get it maybe, because it's like literally near a triangle junction. Like, because obviously there's going to be more than one train service going through it. And obviously, I think it's just too many trains, maybe on the Leeds to Lincoln line, maybe. That's probably what it is. I need to look for Leeds to Lincoln. Right, this is Leeds to Lincoln via Barnsley. Right, we need to remove a few trains. We might have to just delete one train. I think that's what we need to do. I'll have to just sell that train. Okay, so, and then that should be okay as it is, because this is double carriage. Maybe one train should make a huge difference. Like, it might do a bit better. 23, 34. You know, there's just too many problems, you know, with stuff like this. Like, maybe a good idea is to do a line that maybe goes from Leeds to Mansfield. We could do that, you know, like to kind of reduce the amount of stress going through here. So instead of going down to Lincoln, we'll add another line and we could do Huddersfield to Mansfield. But obviously we're not going to go down the Penistone line, because this is it's not good as it is. Too many trains for as it is. So I'm going to do a northern service to Mansfield via Wakefield. So we'll obviously have to turn around in Wakefield, down to Barnsley, Meadowhall, Sheffield, and stop at all them stations down to Mansfield. So I think that should stop maybe the amount of arguing going on. That should stop something. Like, stop any problems. So yeah, that should prevent any more further issues from happening. So the best thing I can do is add a new line. So, right, okay. So this is another unrealistic line we're creating here. So Northern. Huddersfield to Mansfield. And then N. HDS to N. MND. SD. MNSD. What was Mansfield at first, actually? MNSD, yes. It is MNSD. Alright, and then need to set the price. About 20 quid as well. 0.01. So yeah, we're going to do another unrealistic line for fun. And also to reduce stress. So we're going to go from this platform here. We're going to stop at Deaton, Mirfield, Wakefield, Kirkgate. We're going to go do this platform. It might cause a bit of problems, but obviously it's not going to cause a huge problem. Darton, Barnsley, Meadowhall, Sheffield. And then do another stop here. Do platform 5. We're gonna go down to Darnell, Woodhouse, Kivington Bridge, Kivington Park, Shire Oaks, and down to. I'll not stop at Whitwell or Cresswell, but I will stop at. I'm gonna stop at Shire Oak, and Mansfield, Woodhouse, and Mansfield. So we're going to turn around at Mansfield at platform 2, and then go back to Mansfield Woodhouse, and then Shirebrook, and then up to Shire Oaks, and then Kivington Park, Kivington Bridge, Woodhouse, Darnell, back down to Sheffield. We're going to use the same exact platform as well, and then we're just going to go down, back, Meadowhall, Barnsley, Darton, Wakefield, Kirkgate. We're going to do with the same. Actually, no, we'll do platform 1 this time. Or platform 2. We'll just use this platform. And then we're going to go down to Mirfield. Back down to Mirfield. Oh, wait, that's the right platform, isn't it? Yeah. And then Deaton. And then Huddersfield. So, yeah, this is a bit of a strange line, but like I think it will be useful to reduce stress between that area. So yeah, we're just gonna get some trains for it. So what should we do for this line then? So we could definitely have quite a variety of trains we can add. Do we have any class 155s available? Or can use a class 158? I think we can definitely use that. So we got the 155. Carries quite a lot. I'm not gonna lie, that does carry quite a few people. But I think 158 is the more preferred unit. Or the 159. We've not used that one yet. Where's the 159? So 3, 4. I think I'll get 4 for this line. Huddersfield to Mansfield. Ugh. And we've got a brand new line. We're going to do the spacing apart, so to default time is we're going to set this to 1 minute and 15. 1 minute 15, there we go. And that may not cause any more issues to the entire network, but that should reduce suspense and noise, because obviously people can just get on that train instead. So what's happened here? So yeah, that will have happened in Wakefield Kirkgate. So okay, so I guess we can't do it like that. Maybe that's just not the way to go. So how should we do this? Alright, no, I think we need to rethink this plan here. Right, delete lines. So maybe we can't do Huddersfield. Could we do Bradford instead? We could do Bradford Foster Square instead, or Bradford Interchange. We could do that, because that would not cause any problems between Wakefield or so. So, we could do a York to Mansfield line. We're not doing any trains to York though, but no. I'm going to do Mansfield to. Should I do Bradford Interchange? I'll do Bradford Interchange to So, right, okay, we're just gonna color this in. So we're also going to have to avoid leads, so we'll have to build another bit there that goes around and avoids leads, so it doesn't cause any more further congestion. Okay, there we go. Should we just include leads in it though? Should we go to Mansfield? I have so many questions. I actually don't know what I can do. So, that's not Northern. This is not Northern themed. Right, okay, let's just do Northern. Screw, let's do Bradford interchange. Bradford interchange to Mansfield. N. BFDI to M. N is D. And then we're going to set the, again, 20 quid. We just need to think this through. We need to kind of think this through a little bit. So, right, so we're going to go from Bradford Interchange Station. We're going to use these platforms here. Or should we use that platform? Because it's like not going to Leeds. Or like, it's quite more of a semi-fast. So I think we're going to do it like that. So we're going to first of all stop at, So I'm going to just stop at Leeds. Okay, I'm going to have to use this platform here. I know this seems a bit ridiculous, but we're just going to have to deal with that. And then we'll do Normanton. With Kirkgate. We'll use Normanton in this stop. Barnsley. Meadowhall, Sheffield. Apart from 6, I'll do 6. Pass a couple of these stations. Kivington Bridge, Kivington Park. Shire Oaks, and then down to Shirebrook. Mansfield Woodhouse, and then Mansfield. Again, so is that going to cause congestion in Mansfield though? That could cause something to happen with Mansfield. But since I have this, I don't think that should cause further problems. Since I got that as well. I don't think it's going to cause huge issues. But Wakefield Kirkgate had a reason to have that problem because it's like a 4-track confusing intersection, so it's a bit confusing. So I can kind of understand why there was congestion in that station. Like there was nothing working. So back down to platform 6, down this way, and then Meadowhall Barnsley. Wakefield Kirkgate, Normanton, we'll back down to Leeds, and then just down back to Bradford. There we go. Right, let's see how that goes. Obviously, we're going to use them. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Use class 159s, Bradford to Mansfield. So Huddersfield maybe wasn't the best idea. Right, 130. Let's just hope there's no congestion. Or there is. Okay, this is weird. Why? Why? Oh, yeah, because we're not set the freaking thing. Alright, okay, we need to do something about that. So, we need to... Alright, we'll have to reset our simulation at this point. Right, okay. I always forget to do that. So, full simulation resets. Or should I do just interventions? All train interventions. Let's just do that. So we need to kind of just adjust that line a little bit from Wakefield Kirkgate. So with Normanton, Wakefield Kirkgate, and then between, since this has like something like that, so we need to go on this. We need to go down this bit here. So a few Normans do end up going this way. So we're going to actually use this here. We forget Barnsley. And then Barnsley to Wakefield. Maybe not this one. There we go. So we got that finished. So that shouldn't cause any more problems, I don't think. Yeah, that was probably the main problem with Wakefield, because obviously we didn't quite link it to that bit there of the line. Okay, how's the stations doing? No debt, no freaking debt. That is good. I'm happy. Shyrox, you kind of redeemed yourself, maybe a bit. You redeemed yourself. So, yes, we have officially solved our problem between Shyrox and all that. Maybe the reason why Retford was also an issue because, well, there's obviously two different trains stopping there. Like, probably quite a few trains are kind of trying to go to Mansfield or trying to link up with high level. I don't really know, but there's probably a reason for it. So yeah, I think we're just gonna end the video here. YouTube array, there we go. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you later on our Universe Sandbox video. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do later on. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.